This resolution introduced by the for the Office of Housing and Community Development will allow certain exemptions from the zoning code and also from state land use requirements as far as the property being zoned agricultural through the state as well as the county, and will allow the multiple family dwelling uses on the property for phase 2 and phase 3 of this senior housing project. Phase 1 is complete, and so they're ready to begin with phase 2 and 3.
Thank you, Mr. Darrow. I believe I don't have any further questions. I really think this is a great project, and the fact the changes and the modifications that you folks are making for this senior housing is a great change, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. David. Ms. Willie.
Yeah, Mr. Darrow, could you just very quickly state what the exemptions are?
If we, I'm not sure. There are a list of exemptions under Exhibit A, and basically it's a general exemption that exempts them and allows the standards and requirements of the multiple family residential 1,500 square foot zoning instead of the agricultural zoning. They obviously there will be a conflict there, and this is a concern, but in this particular case, because this is more multiple family dwelling apartment type complexes, there shouldn't be a conflict with the agricultural type uses. My understanding is that there was a previous situation that there was a conflict with the resolution allowing different types of zoning, but the current zoning still remains on the property. This allows the applicant not to have to come in and go through the full process of rezoning state land use agricultural zoning as well as the county agricultural zoning to a state land use urban and a county RM 1.5 zoning. And it will allow them, it will afford them the allowances in the zoning code for that type of zoning.
Okay. Just sort of in the big picture of agriculture zoning and what we do with exemptions, I'm always looking at, well, I mean, we all support housing and we all want to do that, but at the same time, what are the other uses in agriculture? I mean, and just as an example, you know, I've been trying to work on how do we allow composting in an agricultural zone, and that's, well, we'd have to do all these special permits, and if it's over 15 acres, you have to go through the state, and you know, tens of thousands of dollars and all this, and that's agriculture, you know. So I'm just, it's always, then it's, well, that kind of agriculture might offend somebody that's over here and they've got their residences in that. So, you know, I will support it, but I do think we need to sometimes look at these big pictures of, especially with the agricultural zone,